Welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, Capital Markets Analyst and host of your Cannabis Business Podcast. Today we're going to take a look at the cannabis market overview for sales in June for the states of Washington, California, Nevada, and Colorado. So starting off with the California market, looking at wedding cake dominated sales, contributing 19% of total brand sales, and saw 3 consecutive weeks over $200,000 in sales. California June sales saw a nice little 6% pop over the month of May. Year over year, however, is a little bit different, down negative 7% for the year as people are kind of pulling back, less disposable income, I'm assuming. And yet the average basket size is staying about the same, which could indicate one of two things. Either people are spending the same amount or they're buying more, but not top shelf. So they're spending less on average per product, getting more product that costs less money. So not top shelf stuff. That's what I'm assuming. People are trying to grab more things that cost less money, spending about the same amount. So the number of baskets in California is increasing 7%. So it does look like people are going out and buying cannabis. But the California market is seeing some brand concentration. And so with some competitiveness, that concentration decreased by a little over 3%. All right, moving on to the Colorado market. Looks like Gorilla Grew distillate cartridges saw steady growth through the months, increasing from $38,000 within the first full week of sales to over $115,000 by the last week of the month. Colorado sales in June increased 14% from May, and the year-over-year growth is down 1%, but that's significantly better than last month, which was down negative 8%. So looking at average basket size, looks like that increased to $65, an improvement of about 3%, with cash registers in Colorado being hit about 1.7 million times. That's 1.7 million baskets, an increase of about 13%. That's about a 13% increase from the previous month. Brand concentration in Colorado is abnormally low at 18%. So significantly lower, and maybe that's because a lot of the stores are selling their own stuff, and so there's not a lot of room for other competitors. So Colorado's a little bit different. They have seed to sale, vertically integrated, so producers and processors and retailers are all the same. So maybe there's a lack of brand concentration because everyone has their own store selling their own thing. I'm not really sure. If you've got an opinion, let me know. Colorado's an interesting market. So Nevada, one of the hardest hit regions, they're seeing Shango's Miracle Alien Cookies seeing a significant sales within the first full week of May, and sales over $120,000. You could pick up an ounce of it for about $160. Total sales for Nevada reached $43 million. That's an increase of 11% from last month. Year-over-year sales growth in Nevada decreased by 23%. So you can kind of see from the graph here that really it's just been an absolute collapse since the lack of tourism in Nevada, and sales are massively reliant on that amount of tourism. And so average basket size, $74. So the highest in all of the states we're covering today. And that's more than twice what we're seeing in Washington. So people in Nevada definitely going out and spending more. And the number of baskets reaching about 500,000. So not nearly as many as the 3.3 million we're seeing in Washington, and yet the average people are buying more. Looks like it's incredibly competitive in Nevada with brand concentrations almost at 50%. So that concentration is much lower than you're seeing in Colorado by more than half. So just tells me that there's a lot of competition in Colorado, not a whole lot of stores. And so some of these brands are definitely being able to take advantage of that opportunity. And finally, Washington, which, I talk a lot of trash about because I'm from Washington. But during this downturn, we're seeing that Washington is one of the most stable markets. It's fascinating. We don't have any tourism or rely very little on tourism. Anytime anybody wants to film a movie, we just tell them, go to Canada. We're not giving you any tax breaks. We don't care about any of that stuff. So Washington is not the place people come for commercial tourism, and not even really for individuals to come to. But that makes it for a nice, stable cannabis market, which we're starting to see right now during this debacle. So this month, we saw that Northwest Cannabis Solutions, one of the largest producer processors here, that got their money from crabbing. So that's kind of an interesting. They're crab fishermen. They saw the top 4 products, which is a Jesus OG and Green Crack, Blue Dream, all very large package sizes, indicating that Western Washington were continuing to buy in bulk for the month of May, likely influenced by the extended virus, the stay-at-home orders, and combined sales totaled over $530,000 for the month. $500,000 is not a bad haul for one company. I definitely am buying more in bulk. So let's get into Washington. Looking at monthly sales at $119 million. That's an increase of 6% from May. Versus Nevada, that's going down. Kind of California is up and down. Colorado, same thing. Washington is a stable market. It's the most bizarre thing. Year over year sales, 30%. That's not bad. That's an increase of 11% last month. And this just looks like a stairs just going up and up, where Nevada looks like a waterfall. It's just literally cliff just going straight down. Negative sales, 23%. That's not a good sign for them. Average basket size in Washington, $35. Not a lot. We don't have delivery here, so maybe people are going back more often. Not really sure. Hopefully delivery gets fast-tracked. The count of baskets, we're seeing 3.3 million baskets. That's a lot, and it's fairly stable around that 3 million mark, give or take, right around 420, whereas Nevada, it goes down and down and down. Same with Colorado, both highly dependent on tourism. California, it's a new market, so it's going to be unstable. And look at this Washington, this previous Petri dish shithole experiment looking somewhat decent. I'm really surprised. Brand concentration, 27%, still pretty competitive, and it's decreasing. So it's becoming a little bit easier to do business as the concentration reduces. So look out Nevada, they're at almost 50%. So interesting to see what's going to happen next. But with that, we're going to roll this one up. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is the Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't, and I'm out. Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out and check out these other videos that we've got.